Hey y'all, welcome back to Restless Chipotle Kitchen. Today we are going to make a Cowboy Cornbread Casserole, which is picky eater friendly for the most part, depending on your picky eater, no promises. And it's delicious, it feeds a lot of people for not a lot of money, and it's perfect for back to school. What you're gonna need are 2 boxes of cornbread mix, a can of Rotel, a can of ranch style beans. If you can't find ranch style beans, I have a recipe for ranch style beans copycat on the blog, but basically they're pinto beans in a chili sauce. Ground beef, milk, taco seasoning, eggs. Guess I get these out of the way. Corn, onions, cheese, and is that it? That's it. Always remember that with cheese, you don't want to buy grated cheese, because I know it's a time saver, but the pre-grated cheese has got a cellulose coating on it to keep it from sticking together. Cellulose is the same stuff you find in wood and sawdust in different kinds of materials. But it's edible, that's not a problem, it's food grade. But what it does is it keeps your cheese from melting properly. So you don't get the richness and the melty, gooey cheesiness that you'll get if you go ahead and grate it yourself from a block. But you do you. If you don't have time and you just want to pick up grated cheese, go for it. One of these days, try it my way and I think you'll find a difference, okay? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to brown the ground beef along with a cup of onions. Now, this is not a cup of onions. This is about 2.5 cups of onions. So you can go by the recipe, but I like onions, and I like to use the whole onion, because if I end up with half an onion, then it sits in the refrigerator and I forget about it until it's blue. So I use a whole onion no matter if it calls for a cup onion. If it's a small onion and it's a cup, then I'll use the whole onion. If it ends up being a big onion and it's 2.5 cups, I'll still use the whole onion. You gotta know what you like, but I like onion flavor. So we're gonna put that on the stove, we're gonna brown this meat, and I'll be right back. Okay, while that meat is browning, I went ahead and put both boxes of cornbread mix in a bowl. I'm going to add 2/3 a cup of milk and 2 eggs. I'm going to beat the eggs a little bit before I put them in, just so that I know they're all mixed up. And as usual, I'm cutting it pretty close with the size of the bowl and the amount of stuff that I'm putting in there. I don't know why. I do not have an eye for volumes and sizes and everything. I'm just not good at that. But hey, I had all the ingredients this week, y'all. That's got to be a first. All right, we're going to pour those right in there. All right, y'all, I forgot where I was, so I forgot that I had already put the milk in there. Anyway, you're gonna just beat this up, and a few little lumps left in it, no problem at all. Make sure you get all of the cornbread mix from the bottom, get it scraped up, and then just set this aside too. And while you're waiting for the meat to finish up cook, go ahead and clean up your space so that you can sit down to dinner with everybody else. Once your ground beef is done and the onions are translucent, and by translucent, I mean they're kind of almost see-through but not quite, and very tender. Once that's done, you're going to drain any fat that you've got that is accumulated in the pan. I usually use 90-10 ground beef, and I really don't ever have to drain it because there's just not any fat that really does accumulate. But if you use an 85-15 or an 80-20 or 75-25, you're definitely going to want to get rid of some of that fat. Once the hamburger or the ground beef and onions are done, you're going to add your 2 cups of corn, your Rotel tomatoes, your ranch style beans, make sure there's none left in the can, and the taco seasoning. This, you can make this in a 13 by 9 inch pan. This is a big cast iron skillet, and I just prefer to make it all in the cast iron skillet, less dishes to wash at the end. So stir that all up in there. At this point, you're going to want to check it for seasoning. I usually don't add salt because taco seasoning is very salty. And then we have the Rotel tomatoes and the ranch style beans. But you may like more salt, so it's always good to check. I don't think it needs anything. Okay, so then we're going to flatten this out and add the cheese on top. This calls for 1.5 cups of grated cheddar cheese. That's 6 ounces roughly. If you like more, add more. If you want less, add less. I am not Gordon Ramsay, I am not the cheese police, and I am not going to come to your kitchen. Now, all that's left to do is to spoon on or pour on the cornbread mixture right over the top of the cheese. And you want to try to get it on there evenly so that it covers the whole thing. Depending on the size of your pan, it's easier depending on the pan. But I think we're going to be fine. This will make it a lot easier. Once you get the cornbread on the top, it's going to go into a 375-degree oven for 45 minutes or for 40 minutes. The only reason that it has to be in there that long is that it has to get warmed all the way through, and this is kind of thick, and the cornbread mixture needs to get cooked. But I'd start checking it at about 30 minutes just to make sure. When it's done, an Insta-Read thermometer, you guys know I love my Insta-Read thermometer. If you put an Insta-Read thermometer in there, in the center, it'll read between 180 and 200 degrees. And that's what you want. So I'm going to pop this in the oven, clean up my mess, and I'll see y'all in about 30 to 40 minutes. Ooh, that's heavy, y'all. Okay, here it is. It's a big old pan full. You could add cheese to the top of it to just give it a little garnish. You could add some chopped cilantro to the top of it, maybe some green onions that are sliced up. Those would look nice. Chopped tomato, whatever you want, if you want to garnish it in some way. I am just going to do plain today. We're just going to dig right in here. This is such a hearty meal, and it's so easy to put together. You've got all of that meat and corn, beans, cheese, all of it right in there. One big bite. So y'all, when you're thinking back to school, this is easy to throw together. It does need a little time in the oven, but it is so good and it warms up really well. So if your family will eat leftovers, you can eat it for a couple of days. You could also make it in individual size, those foil tart pans. Make it in individual sizes, freeze it, and you'd have your own little individual pot pies that you could warm up anytime you needed a meal too. So get ready for back to school and chilly weather, because it's coming eventually. And try this Cowboy Cornbread Casserole. Because it's really good. It's just one of those old-fashioned meals that your mom or your grandma probably made. And it's about time your family got treated to it too. Okay, y'all. I will see you next time. I love y'all. I hope you come back next week. Hope you subscribe. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week. Bye.